Nothing prepared, and I pinched my cheeks off camera. This is all I have prepared. Yes. You looking at that? We're all looking at the same moon. I think that's fucking awesome. We all got the same stars. We all got the same squares depending on our charts and the same trines depending on our charts. We all have those events in our lives. Big events. And throughout our lives, we might have like huge plot drivers in our story. Your family is a big part of that. I'm gonna go sit on my ancestors. You won't see. Where are you, ancestors? Can you see? I don't know what I'm doing. It's a piece of petrified wood. Oh, goodness. And this is Abby, and she's looking gorgeous. Ruth's a little jealous because her color's hanging on a little longer. Ruth, I see you out my window. Oh my gosh. Come on. See? You see what happens? My ancestors, they pull it all together. So yes, most of us, I'm sure our mothers were a huge part of our, I'm just looking at the time. 122, that's really an interesting date. I'm not sure why. Interesting time, I see that a lot, 122. One thing I thought of today is that October 22nd is when I got pregnant with my first kid. And yeah, I remember that type of shit. And I'm like, yeah, October 22nd's coming up. Squeezing this dried leaf and breaking it down. And listen, my mother used to bring leaves into the house. Some she would spray paint gold or silver, and she'd throw them in the middle of the living room. And my dad would come home and be like, Dolly, what? And heavens in Murgatroyd, I don't know what he would have said. What are you, a derelict? What are you doing? No, he knew she was magical. He just couldn't absorb it all, right? Anyway, he was there till the end. It was beautiful. So yes, back to I conceived my first child on October 22nd. I'm not sure what day that is. Actually, be curious to see what day of the week it was. But she was born on July 22nd, on a Sunday, on her due date. I just love all these 22s in my life. Both my kids were born on the 22nd, both on Sundays, both on their due dates. Oh, it's so wonderful. See what happens when you sit on your ancestors? So many connections. The wind chime is playing with the wind. I was at Hadashay earlier, just basking in how wonderful it is. I was sitting in a massage chair and I'm like, no, you're over the top, girl. Bring it. And so I drove home, and as I was going down the street, I thought I saw a squirrel crossing the road, and I was like, oh my gosh, I got to just slow down. And it ended up being a paper bag, but it really did look like a squirrel. It really looked like it was alive. Like, I'm serious. Like it was crawling. So cool. Like, to me, that napkin was alive, and I saved it. I didn't kill it. I didn't squash the life out of it. I think she can get Toy Story. Napkin story. Napkins just start walking around. Have a napkin parade. Yeah, picture it. it'd be hard because you didn't see the napkin moving on the ground. You didn't see how alive it was. But I can picture it. Maybe someday you'll be so lucky. Okay, I've had enough of this. It's Sunday. Enjoy. I-N space J-O-Y. Enjoy this sun, one word, day. Wink, exclamation point. I love you all. Enjoy this Aquarian day. Namaste.